3.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at a boxing exchange that involves defense and counter offense. What we're looking at first is how to defeat his angle 1, 2, and then 3 without upsetting my position and being in a position to hit back. So he comes in with the jab, and naturally I'm just going to parry it. I can parry it, I can step in, and I can hit. All right? If there was the 1, 2, I'll parry, and I can shoulder roll, but I have to watch that when I turn into the shoulder roll, I don't stay here because I can't hit with my hands, with both hands. I can come back with my cross, and I should do that directly. So he throws the 1, 2, it's here, there, and I can come back. And I can follow up. And then he goes 1, 2, 3, and I go parry, block, block. Right? It's actually a shoulder roll, then a block, and this puts me in position for my right hand. Sometimes, if he goes 1, 2, 3, I go parry, roll, block, and then I can throw a short cross off of that as well. That's not unusual. You can't always do that, but it can happen sometimes if you're halfway turned into a block. You still got some mechanics loaded up on this side, and he happens to be open along that line because he just threw a hook, so you can do that. I think it's done more often in Muay Thai than in boxing, but it is also done in boxing. Okay, so now we take that whole exchange and we build it into some footwork as well, moving your feet, which there is a tendency when looking at the geometry of boxing and the angles and how they interface, how his angles of attack set up, my positions of defense, for us to just stand in front of each other. There's a tendency to stand in front of each other and not be moving. So we're going to add some movement. We start with the same thing. We'll go slowly. He goes jab, I parry. He goes cross, I shoulder roll. He does his hook. Or actually, no, as he's about to throw his hook, I throw my cross first, and then I weave under his hook. And I come out of the weave, a tight weave, with 2, 3, 2, and then he throws back and I shuffle out. I was off balance. And then I fire back again. All right, so again, we're coming in, he throws 1, 2, 3, it's jab, cross, actually, start again. I come in, parry, shoulder roll, I cross and weave out of it. So it's a good idea when he's in mid-throw, when he's throwing punches and you throw your cross, lower your level off of your cross. All right, come under his punch and then come up out of it and hit again. So we're gonna do that. He goes jab, cross, I throw my cross, boom, come under it, and I come back. 2, 3, 2, he fires back, I move my feet, and then 2. So my 2, 3, 2, put my weight a little more on my lead foot, which means I can shuffle off of that, anticipating his counter, and he's going to come back. The thing you understand in boxing, and fighting in general, is you're fighting someone who's really good and tough, that at the end of your combination, or somewhere in between, he's going to throw back, he's going to fire back. So you should build into your offensive combinations 2 things. Change of level, and then change of foot position. All right, change of level is coming under punches he throws either in the middle of your combination or at the end of it, and then moving your feet is just getting out of the way of the oncoming train and being in a position to hit him back, because the basic understanding of position as it works to your advantage is that you keep him in front of you, but you do not remain in front of him. That's the idea behind the sidestep. So you notice that's what's happening here. I'm putting him in front of me, but I'm no longer remaining in front of him. So he comes in, jab, cross, I cross. Here, I fire, and then he fires back. See, for the moment, it doesn't last. But for the moment, he's in front of me, and I can hit him. And I got out of the way of his counter.